What's up, YouTube? Welcome back to my channel. I'm Steph, growing in Zone 6B. If you are here for the first time, welcome for the first time. So it's unusual for me to record two videos on the same day, but as I start my pepper seeds, there is a couple things that I didn't know when I first started gardening and starting seeds that I thought would be useful for other folks. So here I am back on this camera recording this video. So I'm starting my pepper seeds. Some I have already started, but I just wanted to pop on real quick and make a short video to show you guys how I start my pepper seeds. So I'm gonna bring you guys in a little closer so that you can see what I'm doing. And typically I don't make a lot of seed starting videos because a lot of people have that part. But for peppers, they are a little bit different. And so I wanted to show you guys what I'm doing. So this is the size of the container that I start peppers in. You can start it in here. You can start it in, I've started it in this 6-pack right here. I've already started these banana peppers, this size as well. Peppers do well in that size. The nice thing about peppers are they aren't really finicky on the size of the container. You can also get like a strawberry container, the kind that you get from the grocery store, and you can start like a bunch of peppers in there as well in rows. I've done it like that before. And so I've used really several different methods to start peppers. So if you don't know, peppers are a warm weather crop. They like temperatures above like 70 degrees and above. So that would mean that your soil temperatures are 70 degrees or above. The nighttime temperatures are no less than in the 50s and 60s. I would say 60s. Because peppers, although they are a little hardy, I would say I've had them established, and I'm gonna take this robe off because I'm hot. I've had them a little can't talk today. I've had peppers that are fully established, survive in 40-degree weather, but they will not grow that way. Another thing about peppers is the intensity of the sun has to be great. So peppers require, I would say, 6 or more hours of sunlight. It doesn't have to be all at one time. If you get 3 hours of sun here, 4 hours there, peppers will grow that way. But they do best in full, bright sun. They like warm weather. They like full, bright sun. Now, if you are in a region where it gets super hot, like Florida, California, some parts of Texas, I know it gets really hot, you may want to actually provide a little bit of shade. Peppers will scald if it gets super hot, but it never gets like that in Ohio. Well, I should say that it's rare that it gets like that in Ohio. So I really have to cover my peppers. Now, for seed starting, what I normally do is I just get a container. I go like that, and I just tamp it down like this. I don't press my soil down because you want it to be firm with no air pockets, firmer with no air pockets, but you don't want the soil or seed starting mix to be compacted. I just tamp it down like that lightly. If I see any that are seed chunks in there, then I normally put them out. So that's what it looks like. It's not even filled really completely to the top. And so let's start some Cubanelles. These are my Cubanelle peppers. Cubanelle peppers are an Italian pepper. They are good for roasting. They are a sweet pepper. They are good for stuffing. And when they are fully ripe, they are red, which I never get to that stage because, y'all, I am really impatient when it comes to peppers. And even though I like my peppers to be red and sweet, I normally pull them before then. But I'm not going to do that this year. I am going to try and exercise some patience. Now, here's my container. Let me sit these seeds down so y'all can see. Here's my container. This is my marker, which I am going to use to label. And all I do is make 3 little holes like that. Now, if you want to be technical about pepper, they should go down about, it says 12 to 18 inches. And that's what I was going to say, about 1.5 inches. You know, just eyeball it. You can get technical and measure. I don't. As you can see in this one container, I am starting 3 seeds. If 3 germinate, I will thin one out. If 2 germinate, then I actually won't. I will leave the 2 peppers in there to grow. Now, this is some basic masking tape. I have my black magic marker. I'm gonna write Cuban L. And today is 2/17. And that's the day I started them. Now, I am going to bottom water all of my seedlings that I start. That's how I do it. Unless they're super big, I bottom water. And even then, I try to bottom water because it's better for it. I'm going to bottom water, and I am going to start my peppers on a seed mat. Now, let me show y'all what kind of seed mat I have. Hang on, y'all. So, most folks have the same seed mat, but I'm gonna show y'all anyway what I have. I don't have anything fancy. This is what I have. My seed mat is dirty. This particular variety is Biosun heat mat. This is a, never really looked at it. I'm not sure what size this is. It doesn't say, but you can kind of get an idea. Here, I'll turn y'all this way so y'all can see. You can kind of get an idea of the size like this. The nice helpful thing about this heat mat is it does give you some crops at the bottom. Approximate temperatures down here. You probably can't see that, but it's down here in this area. I don't do any of that. What I do is I typically will put a towel underneath my heat mat. If you have a wire shelf, I would say put a towel underneath your heat mat. The reason being is, or some cardboard will work as well. The reason being is, if you have a wire shelf and you sit this heat mat on the wire shelf, and I'll show you guys my shelf and what it looks like, just so that you all know, because, you know, for me, I don't want to assume that anybody knows anything. So I'm going to turn this camera around so y'all can see. So, okay, so this is my seed starting station. This is my heat mat. This is my wire shelf, right? This is wire. It has holes through the bottom. You see how I have this towel right here, and then I have the heat mat? The reason that I have it like that is because what I find is the heat escapes the mat if you, the heat escapes the mat if you don't have like a towel or cardboard underneath it. I do that. Another thing that I do when I'm starting peppers is I normally will put them in a Ziploc bag or create a mini greenhouse or put some bubble wrap or something on them. For peppers, that is really the only crop that, besides ground cherries, that I do that for. I find that my peppers, if the soil temperature don't get up to like 70 degrees, even indoors, then my pepper seeds will not sprout. Now, if you have a warmer house, you may not need to do that. For me, my grow station is in my basement. You can probably see the unfinished ceilings. And so, you know, considering that it's cooler down in the basement because basements are underground, I use a heat mat to make sure my seedlings germinate. So those are usually the three things that I do. You know, I plant my peppers in whatever size container, an inch to an inch and a half down. I bottom water. I put my grow mat over my cardboard or my towel, and I create a mini greenhouse of some sort. I guess that's 4 things. All right, y'all. You know, just what was on my mind. Y'all take care. Y'all get growing. I appreciate your time. If you found this video helpful, please like, share, and subscribe. And I am looking forward to sharing my gardening journey with you guys in this upcoming summer. All right, bye for now.